So Jazz Think's been working now with teams for about 10 years, for about a decade. And we found that there are three primary challenges that teams face. If we go in and begin to work with a team, or if I'm coaching a team leader, or coaching a member of a team, I'm consistently, over that decade, I'm hearing three primary challenges. They usually come initially as complaints. So here are the problems that we're having as a team. And I want you to come in and fix them. And so I'm not really that much of a fixer. What I really try to do is provide you with a different perspective on how you can engage in that team to create the quality of teamwork that you really want to see. And so the issues that arise most often is I'm not clear on what the team is supposed to do. So it's a lack of clarity. I'm not clear about, or I'm confused about the role that I have in the team, the contribution that's expected of me. So clarity on purpose, confusion about role, and the third issue has to do with the clash of personalities, clash of styles. Sometimes it's clash of styles, sometimes it's clash of ideas. Generally it shows itself in some sense that the team is in conflict, and because of that conflict the team is dysfunctional, just isn't working. And it gets to be so frustrating, I'm not even sure I want to be part of this team. I'm looking for a transfer, I'm looking for a way out. So one of the classic coaching approaches is to help people acknowledge the power of the complaint, acknowledge the power of their sense of a value being violated or a need not being met. That's usually where negativity comes from, value violated or need not being met. But at the same time not getting stuck in that kind of negativity, but shifting the focus of their attention and therefore shifting the flow of their energy to a positive possibility. So rather than getting stuck in negativity, it's a question of opening up possibility that they can pursue. So you turn the complaint into a request. What would you like to see happen? So if you don't like this, then how would you like it to be? There's a sense in which that's what we're doing in our Jazz Think sessions when we ask people what quality of great teamwork do you see in the performance of the jazz group. Because that all of a sudden gets them focused on the quality of teamwork they want to see happen in their workplace. And then you can be realistic about, okay, what's getting in the way of that happening in your workplace? Let's be realistic. Let's not leave out any of those negative perceptions, but we put them in the context of something far more positive and therefore far more powerful in moving ahead and actually overcoming the barriers to that quality of teamwork happening. It's kind of appreciative inquiry, it's positive psychology. Using those two things to help people imagine and then actually take concrete steps to achieve great teamwork. And so that's the way in which you do that is through your conversations. You co-create your teams through your conversations. Quality of your conversations determine the quality of your team. So it's paying attention to the attitudes that are going into your conversations that are shaping the way you talk, the behaviors that are actually going on while you're conversing. Is your tone, is your language positive and constructive, or is it negative and critical? It's the kind of vibe that your voice creates. I mean, our voices create a vibration, and the vibration creates a value, creates a result. So it's paying attention to the way in which you're managing your voice to create a vibration that's positive, that creates a desired result. So the voice, vibe, and values is another way to think about it. And so what we've done is we've done our research on the qualities of great teamwork that people see in the performance of a jazz group. is to identify 5 essential conversations. And I'm addicted to acronyms. So this is an acronym for SMART. And because you're already doing this to some extent but can always do it better, we've called it SMARTER. So S-M-A-R-T, capital letters, E-R, small letters. So this is smarter conversations for smarter teamwork. So there's 5 kinds of conversations to pay attention to. S stands for soulful. So these are the conversations that you have with yourself. This is the self-talk. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it encouraging? Are you beating yourself up and driving yourself down by your own negativity towards yourself and your capability? Hugely important. Because that's then going to affect the way in which you engage in mindful conversations, which are the conversations, that's the M. The mindful conversations are the ones through which you build positive relationships and alliances with other people. So the more positive you are, the more hopeful you are in your self-talk, the more powerful you're going to come across to another person in inviting them into a positive alliance to achieve a common goal. Once you form that alliance, then you have astute conversations. And astute conversations have to do with how do you analyze situations and make decisions in situations. So it's inviting those people into a space where their wisdom, their perspectives, their insights can become part of the analysis of the situation and the decision on how to best move forward to achieve the purpose of the team. The next letter then is R, responsible. And that has to do with the conversations by which you establish mutual accountability, but then provide support in order for everyone to achieve the things they're accountable for. So it's both the accountability and the support that comes into accepting the responsibility and helping that responsibility achieve the goal. And then the 5th one is the T, and that's for trusting. So how do we trust this whole process to continue to, all of these conversations woven together, to continue to create improvement? So we're monitoring and measuring the things that are crucial to continuous improvement. That's where the trusting comes in. So soulful conversations, conversations with yourself, mindful conversations, conversations through which you build alliances, astute conversations, use those alliances to analyze and decide, build mutual accountability, mutual responsibility and support, and then continue to monitor and measure so you can trust the process to continuously improve the performance of the team in achieving the desired goals. So that's what smarter conversations that create smarter teamwork is all about. And that's the kind of conversation that you see in a jazz group as they perform as a team to create the kind of harmonious performance that pleases the audience, that pleases the people that are doing the performing, and that just creates remarkable delight.